Beck's fired her up this weekend, and will have been 10 days since Forest by the time the game comes around. Firstly, what was the recovery process like, and how are we all feeling ahead of this weekend?
Yeah, so post-Forest, I think we got home around 4 a.m, so it was a day off, and I think people had to change their work arrangements and bits and pieces because that trip midweek it's a big ask of a lot of people. So just rest, recovery, people had to sleep and have a hard reset. Then we would have been in training across the weekend and just starting to review and focus on ourselves, and this will be the first somewhat normal week we will have had in probably 5 weeks, because back end of last season and as well we moved our week around to play on that Saturday. So this will be the first week we've had in maybe 5 or 6 weeks of like a typical Burnley week, which is nice to go back to a routine that we're all familiar with.
We saw 5 changes at Forest this week, and with this being the Lancashire FA Senior Cup, what were we expecting squad-wise?
Yeah, look, against Forest, I picked those that had trained themselves into that 11. And I thought the 11 that started the game on that day were excellent. I think they were really good. Come this weekend now and for the rest of the season, it's about hitting a rhythm. It's about finding some consistency. And it is about us building relationships on that pitch now and really cementing and coming together to find a winning formula.
Despite them being in the league below us, we have already played them this season back in the FA Women's National League Cup. What do you remember from that game?
Yeah, it feels like a long time ago, Ash. I remember the team being really united on that night. I remember it being a special game for Rima and the team supporting her and her getting a goal which she thoroughly deserved from her performance. And I just remember that being the most important thing on that day. Alongside the performance, I think we had a lot of people come into the game. I think we scored 7 goals, lots of different goal scorers, which included on the night Belle and Chaz, which is great. And Belle wanted to add goals to her game this year and take up more advanced positioning, and I've certainly seen a huge amount of growth in her during her time here, and she's done that this year. So those were kind of the main things that I recall from that evening.
Do we expect them to pose any kind of different challenges from that night back in August?
Your guess is as good as mine. I think they are under new management at the moment. They've had 3 different managers this year. So we can, review and do some research and prepare off of what we know. But with the information that I have today, this potentially could be, a new manager's first game. So we will be ready to adapt. And look, the game is very much about us and what we're looking to do on Sunday, rather than all of our energy being about Fylde respectively.